What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into today's video, I just want to say if you're a fan of those legends of the game, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel because that's all I focus on. Also, guys, if this is content that you enjoy, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd posterize that like button. That would help me out a great deal with the YouTube algorithm. And if there's a legend you'd like to see me do a build on, let me know in the comments section below. And with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So guys, back when I first started doing these videos, one of the first builds that I did was Michael Jordan. And he was kind of the younger Jordan, right? He was a blue and red build that focused on his defense and his finishing at the basket. And, I'd even said in that video that I'm going to come back and I'm going to do like the older Jordan where he, utilized his mid-range and his post-fade more. And, well, I just, things happened and I just never got around to doing it. So I thought now would be a good time. It's been about 5-6 months now, and enough time has passed. It's a good time to do this, and yeah, we'll just get right into it. With this build, I would recommend going with the mostly shooting with a little, or the mostly finishing with a little bit less shooting, I should say. Now, if you wanted to go with the speed invert pie chart, I would understand. I just feel like speed is the way to go with this because anytime you do a build that incorporates shooting, you just lose so much. And of course, we're going to max out our close shot, our driving layup, our driving dunk, and our standing dunk. Now, if you wanted to take this standing dunk to just 63, just to where you get that 17th finishing badge, you could do that as well. And then we'll max out our mid-range. We'll max out our three-point shot, our free throw, and our post fade. And again, if you wanted to take your three-point shot down to maybe like 70, you could certainly do that as well. Or if you just wanted to take it down to like 76 to where you get that 21st shooting badge, you could do that. You're still going to be able to knock it down pretty easily. Now, a couple ways that you could do this is max out your pass accuracy and your ball handling. And then if you want more of that defense, of course, you'll put your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, your steal. And then you'll put these on your defensive rebounding. Or if you wanted to put them on your block, you could certainly put them on your block as well. Because Jordan was pretty good at blocking shots for a guard. It really depends on you. Or if you wanted to go this route and just take these and put them here. I think we can get one more. Let's take this down a little bit here. I think we can get to 17, maybe not. Maybe 16 is where that maxes out at. Yeah, 16. So if you wanted to just go this route to where you get the 16th, playmaking badge, you could certainly do that. It really depends on, do you want a defensive rebounding badge or do you want another playmaking badge? So if you're wanting a little bit more defense, then you're definitely going to take that defensive badge. But if you just want to make this a really offensive heavy build, because if you look at it the way it stands now, you've got 17 finishing, 21 shooting, and 16 playmaking. So it's very offensive heavy. But I will tell you guys that, even though this doesn't look great, you're going to be fine on defense. You're going to be able to stay in front of guys. You're going to be able to get steals. In fact, the 79 steal is more than enough to get steals, guys. You can do fine with that. You just have to play smart. You can't, constantly be spamming, the steal button because, well, that's just going to get you fouls. Of course, we're going to be 6'6", 198. We'll max the wingspan out because that gets us bonuses to everything that we want here in terms of our finishing, like our dunking, our driving dunk, and our standing dunk. But you also get increases to your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, and your steal, which with the Jordan build, you want as much defense as possible. And of course, You've got, finishing, playmaking, and shot creator. It really depends on you guys. I just feel like, slasher is the way to go with the Jordan build. Now, I will tell you this, though. Like, let's say, for instance, okay, let's go back here and let's look at this. So if you wanted to make this build even more well-rounded, and because you'll see it well-rounded in, like, your takeover, you could just take your post control down because, your post control, it's so low as it is that it's not really going to be beneficial. It really just depends on if you want those extra playmaking badges. And then we'll max out our wingspan again. Now, if you look at just by doing that, you're able to get a lockdown defender on this build as well. So if you wanted to, be able to utilize this to where you still have pretty good defense, you could definitely go that route. We'll just go with finisher, of course, because, well, it's a Jordan build. That's a good way to go. You have built a slasher, which, I can definitely see that. But, you're going to have that ability to still, shoot the ball. You're going to have pretty good defense. You're going to have playmaking. So you've got a little bit of everything with this build, right? And we'll look at we'll look at our badges really quick, and we'll get you guys out of here. We're going to go and max this out. So, of course, we're going to go fearless finisher, right? Not hook specialist, but limitless takeoff, posterizer. Those are ones that you're definitely going to want on this build, right? I feel like they're very important. Now, the one that I liked using with this is unstrippable, because it always felt like, Jordan, no matter what you did, when he was driving to the basket, you weren't getting that ball. Like he wasn't going to give it up, right? I feel like Hot Zone Hunter, Blinders is a really good one. Deadeye is so good as well. You definitely want Fade Ace and difficult shots because this build you're going to be playing so much in the mid range, so you definitely want both of those. You could go catch and shoot if you wanted to. And then another one that I feel like is a really good one is Stop and Pop. Just because, I don't know, you're going to be handling the ball somewhat with this build, so you do want to be able to just stop and pull up like Jordan was able to do. And of course, we're going to do unpluckable. You can do tied handles if you wanted to. You could go quick first step, space creator, and then if you wanted to do stop and go with this, you could. Glue hands is a really good one, and that's the one that I'm going to go with. But you could also do bailout or something like that, just in case you do get a bad animation. But I really like this layout, guys. These badges work really, really well off of one another. So, and then you've just got the two defensive badges. You could just put them both on clamps, or you could do clamps and pickpocket if you wanted to, or interceptor, intimidator. Really, whichever. We'll do interceptor because Jordan was really good at playing those passing lanes. But yeah, guys, there you have it. I mean, I didn't really go a whole lot into depth about Jordan because, well, I did that a lot in the first video. And, well, I mean, a majority of you that if you're watching these videos for the Legends, you probably already know quite a bit about Jordan. But yeah, I really feel like this is a pretty good, Jordan later on in his career. Like, would I have wanted more finishing? More dunk, like driving dunk, things like that. Definitely, I would have wanted a 99 post fade, 99 mid range. But guys, the thing is, in 2K, you're not getting that, right? So you have to work with what you get. And this I feel like is a really good one. I've just been wanting to do this build for a little bit now. And, I just showed you a couple different ways that you could do this if you wanted more defense or if you just want it to be offensive heavy, just whichever you prefer. I will say that I do like the offensive heavy one. That does give you a few more of the playmaking badges, so you could do a little bit more with that. You could do bullet passer if you wanted to, or handles for days. It's just something, something like that you could add on to that on gold. So, but it really depends on you guys and what you prefer. But yeah, with that being said, guys, if you like the video, I would definitely recommend that you posterize that like button. If you enjoy those Legends of the game, subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments below a legend you'd like to see me do a build on. And with that being said, have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.